Meme review, because my entire channel is just one big joke. So guys, I recently went ahead and did that Steven Universe Everything's Wrong With video. Yeah, I mean, you should probably expect me to have done that. It did about as well as I thought it was gonna be. It probably will hit 1 million views eventually here, but it did about as well as I thought it would do in the immediate short term. You wanna know a fun fact though? Cartoon Network actually watched that video. They sat down in a boardroom, watched that video, and during it, they whispered to one of their yes men who do the claims on, YouTube videos and said, make sure we claim this guy so we get that sponsorship money right back. It's really a big brain move, but that aside, there were some interesting comments left by you lovely people. Now, I am not nearly brave enough to venture into the comment sections of a YouTube video because God knows those are a cesspool full of nothing but vitriol. But on occasion, I can't help my own vanity and I have to read what people are saying about me. And I saw one main trend and a couple of other, just random death and rape threats, which tends to be par for the course whenever I cover Steven Universe videos. Don't know what it is with that fandom and wanting to kill and or violate me sexually, but they really do want to do that. It's weird. Hey, before we get into all that though, I just want to go ahead and toss it over to our sponsors, Anime Lovers Paradise.com. We've been working with them for a while, so enjoy this quick ad. If you're watching this channel, you're a weeb, and weebs love waifus, and while having more than one waifu might not injure waifu, buying more than one figure is a quick way to kill a paycheck. So check it. Figures on the cheap. $300? Nah, more like $80. And these aren't your Asian ripoffs. Well, I mean, they are made in Asia, but what I'm trying to say is their quality. Whether you want something mainstream or a figure you have to hide whenever guests come over to visit, we got it all. Don't like figures? We got DVDs, Blu-rays. If you're normie enough to have a girlfriend and even have cosplays for her, she's gotta wear something when you're storming Area 51 to see them aliens. AnimeLoversParadise.com. Cheap but not cheaply made figures. Come check us out. A lot of people kept on getting mad that I think it was just one sin where I mentioned like it's like just a couple of songs short of being a musical, and people were like, no, it is a musical. And I gotta say, these guys must be some ultra mega nerds, because the only instance that's not just on a Wikipedia, which literally only states it's a musical once, is an ad for Steven Universe the movie that mentions, and again, this is not a joke. This is, you can go see this right now. In fact, hang on, let me just start recording the screen. All right, there we go. Clap. Look at this. This is literally the only other instance that I can find of it being called a musical. Right here. That's it. That's it. This is 15 seconds with 20 seconds of ads of just the outro. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not kidding you. They literally had to make a video telling you that it was a musical. And this video has less views than my video. So as far as I'm concerned, this video, this movie, the Steven Universe, the movie, is just an animated film. And animated films always have tons of music in it. That's just how it goes. That's just how animated films are. Even like Steven Universe as a show has a lot of songs in it. So this movie just seems like a normal episode elongated as far as how many songs they have. That being said, there were some interesting comments overall with the whole movie and everything's wrong with. Tons of people telling me that I'm not a real Steven Universe fan because I make fun of the show, and I get that a lot. I love this movie. I thought it was amazing. That doesn't mean I can't make fun of it. That's how I express love as a messed up individual, as a very online person. That's just how we express love, by calling each other racial and homophobic slurs. Let's see what comes up when I type in if I'm wrong. I don't even like this shit, but you are beyond retardation. I don't think that's the right word to use, but okay. I think you mean retarded. What's level of your IQ? 10? Most of stuff you just took as a sin. I'm sorry. I am adding words to make this make sense just automatically. Most of stuff you just took as sin is not even sin. It's, and again, this is just, it's not, it is. It's motherfucking musical, of course. it will have shit ton of obnoxious music. Dumbass. I mean, you're even calling this music obnoxious, which isn't something I would say. I think this music was great. I'm not sure I would use fucking obnoxious, but hey, here's a really original one. Everything wrong about this channel? Everything. You know, I've actually done an Everything's Wrong with Moliminous. You guys can go check it out here. Here we go. Peridot looked in the laser because her body is just a projection of light, XD. Her eyes are made from a real human body cell. Therefore, it cannot hurt her. Still a bad example for kids, XD. A little bit too many emojis there for my liking. Kate, London. But no, that's retarded. And here's why. One, hard light projection doesn't make any sense. There's no, you're telling me that the gym is doing this and somehow that the light is wrapping around, and nothing with the gyms just being light constructs really makes any scientific, even sci-fi sense. Especially with the poofing, I'm not sure what that's even supposed to be. Again, there's tons of people saying like, the musical has songs. I literally made one comment about this and I still stand by it. This is not a musical to me. It does not meet it. Moliminous sponsors Steven Universe. Awesome. Moliminous says everything that's wrong with it. That is the thing. Again, Cartoon Network actually sat down and watched this. Originally, I had to change the sponsorship thing because it was like, and partnered with Cartoon Network, and they were like, well, we probably have to get Cartoon Network to personally approve this as well, because there's a bunch of people in play with that sponsorship. And then it turned out Cartoon Network did actually have to sit down and watch it themselves. So they literally watched me make a video of where I'm making fun of their show. And to me, that's just kind of funny. And I'm glad they have a great sense of humor. My editor, Maximus, you can find him linked all over the channel. He actually had to take out some jokes. We didn't have to edit the video, but there were some jokes that he wanted to put in that he was like, I probably shouldn't because it's sponsored by Cartoon Network. And, you know, my humor doesn't necessarily go over well with them. This person did another thing. The movie is a musical. No, it's not. You fucking brainlet. They went live saying Steven would stay in the palace because they genuinely thought that was going to happen. They're still learning the respect of other beings. That doesn't change to the fact that that's a sin. Like, why would you go live telling everyone and just have that bombshell dropped on them? Everything wrong with making done of Steven Universe? I think he means fun. I pretty much prove wrong every sin he said. The only wrong thing here is Pink leaving Spinel. Big brain comments here. All right, so let's just go ahead and get rid of the wrong tag and just go over some of the more upvoted stuff. Someone said, like, it's literally a city on a beach. I thought we already knew this on season 1. I don't cover every single episode, so if I'm gonna make a sin video, sometimes I'm gonna cover stuff that is from season 1 that would have addressed if I had sinned season 1, which I don't think I have. And even then, I'm pretty sure in the other Everything's Wrong if I've made comment of that. However, in the wide angle shot, there is literally no patches of grass. There's no concrete. Everything is literally sand. And again, I'm not trying to make a book report here. These are jokes meant to make you laugh, not meant to be taken seriously. However, I just found that hilarious. The only areas that can actually pull that off are those Arabic countries that have just obscene amount of money to just spend on luxurious infrastructure, not necessarily small fishing-based economy towns. So it just doesn't make sense for this to really come out here. It's not like the gyms completely lost their memories. They were just reset. So Garnet knowing about love, Spinel getting angry over Steven. That doesn't make sense though. The whole point of this thing was to put rebellious gyms back in line. So their memories aren't back, but they have these intense feelings. It's kind of just means that this weapon doesn't do its job. Really? and it kind of makes the weapon a lot less intimidating. It kind of just seemed like everyone was wrapped up in plot armor. This thing that's supposed to defeat rebellious gems just doesn't work on anyone. Why is he sending recaps? Because it's supposed to show growth. Because you can show growth in the more organic way. When everyone's getting their memories back, that's the perfect time for a recap. But in the very beginning of the movie, it doesn't make sense to have it. It's kind of dumb. The only thing that is valid is asking where Spinel got her weapons from. Also, Bismuth knew about the Navigator because she's an older gem. Technology, Bismuth is an Era 1 gem. Peridot is an Era 2. Also, it's literally a musical. Again, not really a musical when the only mentions are at the very end of stuff. It's just really not a musical. It's no more musical than a normal Steven Universe episode. I've seen this before, and that's a fair point. There was actually another person who made a comment who had way more likes. But the issue with Bismuth knowing and Peridot not is Peridot is supposed to be the techie gem. She should know this stuff. But two, why would they even get rid of this weapon if it was so good at quelling rebellions and stuff? Why wasn't it used during the Crystal Gem Uprising? And if it was, then why didn't the main gems know of its existence when they were battling her? They saw her use it, and yet they still ran blindly into the fray. It just doesn't add up. Steven Universe, I see a lot of people constantly complain about being like riddled with plot holes and trying to put the pieces together after stuff has been said, like going back and retconning things, trying to make stuff make sense. And I don't think it's that bad, but at least in some parts, yeah, the plot kind of falls short on explaining stuff. And so it's kind of like watching this video. It's not, it requires some distance from reality. It requires you to shut off your brain just a little bit so that you can better enjoy the content. And that's just how stuff goes. Sometimes you have to do that. But hey, I think I've infested my brain enough with this comment section that we can go ahead and move on. Anyways, guys, just to clarify, I love this movie. I thought this movie was amazing. I thought it was great. And it's probably one of my favorite of all time animated movies that I've seen. That being said, I'm gonna make fun of it. That's just what I do. If I don't enjoy something, I'm not gonna make a series on it. That's why you don't see like Miraculous Ladybug or Ruby, because I just don't enjoy those two series. Not enough to sit down and watch all the episodes, sometimes twice. But hey, I've been Faith and Moliminous. I love your faces, so I hope you at least like my video. Be sure to follow me on Amino at Moliminous, or links down in the description if you want to see some more Steven Universe content, and check out our sponsors. I'll see you guys in the next one.